the devil that the Bible speaks of. All right. And as always, man, we in beautiful times. All right. And things is moving along just how we want it. You know, actually, just not how we want it, just how Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai wants it. Because everything is in the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. All right. He sets up he sets up these kings. All right. He brings them down. All right. And he uses the prophets to go in and preach the downfall of these kingdoms, man. And this is that last captivity that we're gonna be in. This is that last rulership for Esau Edom, the so-called white man, man. So it tells you in the scriptures in 2nd Ezra 6 and 9, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. All right, and we in that time where Esau is about to come down from his rulership, and that's why he's going, you know, going as hard as he could possibly go, because he know that he has but a short time. His days are numbered. All right, and the Water Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai for giving us this truth and not leaving us in the darkness, and the Water Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai for continually bringing this place down to naught, man. A Bible ball, death to America. All right, and we can't wait. All right, we're patiently waiting, which that's what, you know, that's what we do. Patience is suffering. We're patiently waiting, and that's the patience of the saints. All right. But let me get Psalm 78. All right. Give me 1 second. Psalm 78. Ooh. Yeah, cold out here, Lou. All right. This is Psalm 78 and 1. And it says, give ear, O my people, to my law. Incline your ears to the words of my mouth. You see? So Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is telling you to give ear. All right. Listen to what he has to say. And how is he speaking to you, man? He's speaking through the prophets. All right. The prophets is what gives you the word. Matter of fact, let me get that in this is Second Zechariah. Zechariah 7. And 12. And it says, I started at 11, and it says, but they refused to hearken and pulled away the shoulder and stopped their ears that they should not hear. Yeah, they made their hearts as an adamant stone. Yeah, so our people refuse to hearken. All right, our people are stiff-necked people. All right, no matter how many times you tell them that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is ready to come out here and destroy this place, man, they still don't want to, you know, hearken onto his word. All right, and he speaks his word through his prophets. And that's another reason why they don't want to hearken onto the word, because they see us out here and they look at us like, nah, there's no way that these people have the truth. All right. Shalom, brother. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatah. All right. It's all good. All right. But you see, we were given this truth to go out there and deliver the message, man. All right. Through the spirit. And it says, but they refused to hearken and pulled away the shoulder and stopped their ears that they should not hear. Yeah, they made their hearts as an adamant stone, lest they should hear the law and the words which the Lord Yahweh of hosts has sent in his spirit by the former prophets. Therefore came a great wrath from the Lord Yahweh of hosts. You see? So he sent the message out through the former prophets. All right, that's why it tells you in Luke 1 and 70, as he spake through the holy prophets, which were from the beginning. All right, the prophets been around since the beginning, man. All right, telling you the word, telling you what was, you know, what is our duty. All right, as man. But our people are stiff-necked people. They refuse to listen. All right, They rather do wickedness than to do righteousness. Matter of fact, let me get that. Jeremiah 22. Salakia. I keep forgetting that my book is falling apart. This is Jeremiah 4:22, and it says, for my people is foolish, they have not known me, they are sottish children, that they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. You see, I beheld the earth, and lo, it was without form and void, and the heavens, and they had no light. All right. So the point is that our people, all right, they are wise to do wickedness, all right, but to do good, to have true knowledge, all right, to do righteousness, they're not down with that, man. That's why it tells you in, matter of fact, I'll get into it, going back into Psalm 78:1. Give ear, O my people, to my law, incline your ears to the words of my mouth. All right. So Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, all right, again, he gives his word to the prophets, and we go out there and relate the message, man. We're not coming out here on our own free will. We're not coming out here by our own vain opinion. We come out here through the Spirit, all right, which is given unto us, all right, and then we come out here, you know, rightly dividing the word of truth and giving it on to the people of what's in the scriptures, all right. But see, you people have a different mindset on the scriptures. You guys are caught up in plantation Christianity, all right, Catholicism, all right. Some of y'all caught up in Muslim shit, all right. Some of you guys are caught up in 5%, you know, doctrine and all that. All that is false doctrine. And in those days, when Yahawashi come and destroy this place, man, he gonna test to see if your gods is really worthy, man. And your gods are not gonna be worthy. You're not gonna make it out here. You're not gonna survive because you worship on gods that are dumb, all right? That are dumb idols, still have no mouth, no eyes, nothing. They're nothing. You're made out of gold, and they cannot save you in those times, man. Made out of silver, wood, all types of different things that our people worship. And none of these things are going to deliver you in those days, man. That's right. Habakkuk 2:3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it shall surely come. It will not tarry. You see? And a lot of people, you know, they sit here and they scoff us because they have that thought of, you know, why is everything being delayed, man? All right. If your God is coming, where is your God? And that's the mentality that our people have, man. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. That's in this is 2 Peter 3:3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. You see? So our people come with that mentality, asking, where is the promise of his coming? And what does it tell you in the scriptures, man? Woe unto them that have lost patience. All right, we have to have patience in these things. All right, we have to suffer for Yahawah's sake. We are fools for Yahawah's sake. All right, and at the end of the day, like the brother put up, all right, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will not tarry, man. It's gonna come right on time. Not a minute late, not a minute early. All right, it's gonna be right on time when Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai wants it to happen. And we gotta be, as watchmen, as servants, all right, as followers of Yahawashi, on our watch on a daily basis, man, constantly watching the scriptures fall into place. All right, constantly watching the scriptures, the prophecies jump right out of the scriptures. And if you're listening on to the true men of the Lord, all right, they're constantly giving you this truth, man. All day, every day, any hour, any minute, it don't matter. All right, from one end of the earth to the other end of the earth, it's constantly coming out. All right. So going back to Psalms 78:1, give ear, O my people, to my law, incline your ears to the words of my mouth. All right, matter of fact, let me get Ezekiel. Ezekiel 3:17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. And that's what we're doing. We're constantly giving you that warning, man. All right. We're listening to the words of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, by reading these scriptures, by meditating in these scriptures. And then we go out there and we give you the truth, man. And we give you the warning. All right. All right. And it says, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. All right. Again, when a righteous man does turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, he shall die. Because thou hast not given him warning, he shall die in his sin and his righteousness. Salakia. Because thou hast not given him warning, he shall die in his sin, and his righteousness which he has done shall not be remembered. But his blood will I require at thine hand. And that's funny that you said that when we was talking about that earlier. All right. When I be telling the brother that, you know, he has to, you know, come back into this truth. You know, he has to stop what he's doing, because all that time that he learned this truth, all right, now you putting Yahawashi back on the cross, man, to open shame. You see? So now you have all this truth, right? And then you're not out here warning the people. There's going to be a lot of blood on your hands for that, man. You see? And Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going to require his soul. You see? And that's why he got to get up out of that slumber, man. All right? Can't be in that slothful spirit, man. You got to be in that on fire spirit. All right? Not worrying about no fucking women at this time, man. No, the women is not the answer right now. Ain't none of these women going to have you get saved, man. None of these women are going to have you reach salvation, man. If anything, they're gonna cause you to err away from the scriptures, man. See, what he's doing is he's giving his strength on to women. Tells you that in Proverbs 31:2. Give not thy strength unto women, man, which destroyeth kings. And that's what's happening. He giving himself up to women, all right, and they taking away his crown, basically. You know, his own crown he getting taken away by some women. That's what happened with Delilah and Samson. You see, he got comfortable with the woman. She ended up taking she ended up finding out what was his secret. All right, he ended up cutting his hair. What happened? She took away his strength. Why? Because he started mingling with these damn women and doing shit that he shouldn't have been doing. All right, you got to be attentive in these days, man. All right, so It says, nevertheless, if thou warn the righteous man that the righteous sin not, and he does not sin, he shall surely live, because he is warned. Also, thou hast delivered thy soul. You see? So, see, our people out here don't like when we come out here and we try to reprove them, correct them, you know, rebuke them. Our people got too much emotion out here. But all we doing is a good deed, man, trying to save our soul and save your soul at the same time, man. Because YAHAWAH'S giving us that chance to save our soul. See, he didn't have to give us that chance, man. All right? He didn't have to give us that chance for us to even come back to knowing his name and the true power. But because he has mercy on his people, all right, and he loves his people, he literally gave us another shot, basically. And this is your shot right here. This is your shot to turn it back to the Lord, all right? For him to look past all your iniquities of your past life and of this life, blot out all your transgressions, and say, you know what? Thou hast done well, thou faithful servant. Because that's what you want him to do, man. You want him to come, when he cracks them clouds and come back, you want him to say, thou faithful servant, thou hast done a good job. All right, for our people, he's going to be that. Let me get that real quick. If he continues on with his wickedness, all right, he's going to get, this is Matthew 25, I believe it is. Yep. 25. It says, 25. I'll read at 13. It says, watch therefore, 14. For the kingdom of heaven is a man traveling in a fair country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods. And unto one he gave 5 talents, and to another 2, and to another 1. To every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey. Then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same and made them other 5 talents. So basically, Yahweh, you got to look at it like this. YAHAWAH'S is the bank, right? He giving you money, boom. Now you got to double up your money. But when Yahweh come back, you giving them back all that money and interest. You understand? So it's meaning the same thing as in this truth. You all right? You're giving this truth. All right. Now you got to go out there and double up on this truth. You got to go out there and bear fruit. All right. So when Yahweh come back, he sees that he gave you some truth and you grew on it. You grew fruit on it. You went out there and you multiplied this truth onto others. You know what I'm saying? So it says, and unto one he gave 5 talents, and to another 2, and to another 1. To every man according to his several ability, and a straight way took his journey. Then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same, and made them other 5 talents. And likewise he that had received 2, he also gained other 2. But he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money. After a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with them. So the one that had 1, he grabbed the Lord's money and he went and hid it. All right, meaning he grabbed this truth and he acknowledged this truth. He took in this truth, but he went out there and buried it. He didn't do nothing with it. You see? And then it says, after a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with them. And so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained besides them 5 talents more. His Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of the Lord. He also that had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents besides them. His Lord said unto him, well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. Then he said, then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art a hard man, in reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. And I was afraid and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there, Salakia, there thou hast that is thine. His Lord answered and said unto him, thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knowest that I reap where I sowed not, and gather where I have not strawed. You see? So he went out there and he hid his talent, man. All right? And by him hiding his talent, all right, not showing off his fruit, all right, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua came and said, you slothful servant. Why? Because you did nothing with this truth, man. You were just sitting on your ass. You can't have all this knowledge, man, and not do nothing with it. You got to go out there and bear more fruit, all right? You got to let that fruit grow on you. You got to shine your light upon the house of Israel. You see? You don't light up a candle and put it under a bushel, man. All right? You got to go out there. Shalom, brother Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah. All right? You have to go out there and preach the word, man. Even if you're not on the highways and byways doing videos, reading constantly, praying, all right? But eventually you got to hit these highways and byways, man. By us hitting these highways and byways, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, that pleases Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. It gets us up out of here quicker. All right? That seals that elect. All right? This is Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. That walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. And that's what our people do, man. They don't put their trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. They'd rather go out there and put their trust in Egypt, man. Put the trust in this government system. All right, what does it say? Woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help. All right, y'all gonna learn that this damn devil, all right, ain't gonna save you in these times. You seeing the horns of this devil right now as we speak, by pushing the draconian laws, all right, by decreeing unrighteous decrees, okay? All these things are coming to the light, man. And you guys still want to run down to this damn devil and not put your trust in the Lord. That's how you know the scriptures is true, man, when it tells you that it's going to put a stumbling block on these people, man. All right? That they're going to have ears to hear, but they're not going to be able to perceive, man. All right? They're going to have the eyes to see, but they're not going to be able to see these things, man. Proverbs 4:4, he taught me also and said unto me, let thine heart retain my words. Keep my commandments and live. It's that simple, man. All right? Have your faith up. Keep these law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. All right? And you shall live, man. Because at the end of the day, all right, faith without works is dead being alone. But you also not just going to be saved by doing the works, man. At the end of the day, these things are going to come down to having faith, man. Faith is the base of all things. All right? That's why it tells you in Hebrews 11:6, without faith, it is impossible to please him. All right? But if you have faith and works together going hand in hand, man, hey, that's a beautiful thing. On top of that, having the fear of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you know, Lord willing, you be delivered. This is Job 27:11. I will teach you by the hand of Yahweh that which is with the Almighty. That which is with the Almighty will I not conceal. Yeah, exactly. And we're not going to conceal this truth, man. You got to let this truth come out. All right. What does it say? He that believeth on me shall have rivers of rivers of living water. Out of his belly shall come out rivers of living water. So if you in this truth, man, and you have knowledge, man, you got to let it spill out. You got to spill out all that knowledge. That's the rivers of living water. Because by you spitting out this truth, man, it's bringing you to salvation, and it's going to bring another brother into salvation, man. All right? That's what we're constantly doing, is fishing for the elect, casting out that spiritual net, trying to draw in the elect, all right? And then cast out the bad ones, because people come into this truth all day long, man. But, hey, it goes into the parable of the sower, man. You got people that, you know, get taken by the wayside, all right? Those are the ones that don't have that good soil, and their seeds just laying right on the top, all right? And the birds, the fowls, the devil, all right, comes and just takes them away from this truth like this. As fast as they came into it, is as fast as they come out of the truth. Then you got the ones that have that, what is it, that thorny place, man. That thorny soil, all right, that they come into the truth for a little while, all right, and they're excited, all right, but then when the time of tribulation comes, when the fire hits them, they fall right out of the truth because they couldn't handle it. That's why you got to have that rock solid foundation, man, all right? You got to have that good soil. And that good soil, what happens when you have a seed and you put it in the good soil? What happens, man? That flower, that tree, whatever you planted, it grows. And it grows bigger and bigger. All right? And more branches come out of it. That's how you want to be. All right? You don't want to be that tree, all right, that gets honed down, man, that gets just chopped out of the way. It gets plucked up by its roots and get thrown out. It says that in, it speaks about that in Luke. You see? Where the one tree had it didn't bear fruit for 3 years. And Yahweh Shem Yahushai wanted to knock it out. He wanted to pluck it up. All right? But what he say? He said, give it 1 more year. And if it grow, then well. All right? But if it don't, pluck it up. Take it out of here. You don't want to be that tree that gets plucked up and gets thrown out, man. Hey, what's going on, man? Shalom. Shalom, brother. Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah. To both of y'all. All right? This is... Oh, yeah, I already read that. So going back, all right, don't be that slothful servant. You got to, what? Give ear unto my people, like it said in 78:1 Psalms. Give ear, O my people, to my law. Incline your ears to the words of my mouth, man. You see? So when you come into this truth, like it tells you in Ecclesiastes 5:1, man. Ecclesiastes 5:1 says what? It says, keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of God, the house of Yahweh, all right? And be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil. Be not rash with thy mouth, and let not thy heart be hasty to utter anything before Yahweh, for Yahweh is in heaven, and thou upon earth, therefore let thy words be few. All right? So the point is, when you come into this truth, man, you want to constantly what, man? Listen. All right? That's how you gain the faith. Faith is given to you by the hearing. All right? By hearing the words. And by you hearing the words, you're cleansing yourself, man. By taking heed of these words, like it tells you in Psalms Let me get that real quick. Psalms 119. If I can get there, because my fingers is freezing. It says, Psalms 119 and 9, wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto according to thy word, man. What's that word? These scriptures, man. All right. You got to take heed. Just like it's telling you in Psalm 78 and 1, give ear, O my people, to my law, incline your ears to the words of my mouth. All right. So that's that true baptism. Matter of fact, it tells you that in Ephesians, I believe it's in Ephesians 5. Salaki. This is Ephesians 5 and give me 1 second. Ephesians 5, is it 5? This is why I be wanting my phone, because with my phone I just punch it in Google. Let me punch it in my phone. It's definitely in Ephesians, where it speaks about the water. See what brother put it up. Nah. Ooh, the fingers, boy. Ephesians 5 and 26. I knew it was in 5. I'll be passing right by it. There you go. And this is Ephesians 5 and 26, that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word, that he might present it to himself as Salakia, that he might present it to himself a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it should be holy, without blemish. So ought men to love their Salakia, that was it. All right. But the way you cleanse yourself is by the watching of this word, man. Taking heed onto this to these scriptures. Shalom, brother. Yahawah Shem Yahweh Barakatah. All right. So again, Psalm 78 and 1. Give ear, O my people, to my law, incline your ears to the words of my mouth. All right. 2. I will open my mouth in a parable. I will utter dark sayings of old. All right. And that's what we're doing, man. All right. We're coming out. We're bringing out these dark sayings of old. All right. We're opening our mouths in parables. Why? Because Yahushua spoke in parables. All right. And why did he speak to us in parables, man? All right. Because it was given to us to know the mysteries of the kingdom, man. All right. To everybody, this word is not given. All right. This word is only given to the elect. Only a handful of people, all right, of men are going to understand this truth. All right. He says, surely I will do nothing but reveal my secrets unto the servants, the prophets. Okay. That's why when we come out the way we do and try to preach the word to these people, they get uptight, man. They get emotional. They can't believe what we just said that came out of the scriptures. Why? Because they never heard this word before. They're so used to that plantation Christianity. All right. They're so used to hearing the gospel of peace. All right. when this is not the gospel of peace, man. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy. All right, everything that's coming out is prophecy. Things that already have happened or things that are gonna happen. Okay? Either or, we bringing it out to the spirit. And then it happens. Just like right now, you know, we living in the times of what? 2nd Ezra 15, 2nd Ezra 16. All right? We're living in the time of Matthew 24. All right? All these things are happening right before your eyes. And all the people that constantly said, oh, they just, you know, they just conspiracy theorists, man. All right? They just them guys with little tinfoil hats on that sit in front of the computer all day bugged out. They have no lives. They have no wives. They have no friends. They're just angry. They're pissed off at life. You know? We ain't pissed off. All right? We're perfectly normal. We're rejoicing in the spirit. All right? Yeah, we go through our tribulations and all those things. Yeah, surely oppression will make a wise man mad when you know the truth. These things, you know, once you realize what the truth is, you realize, damn, this place is fucked up. You know? We want to get up out of here. So we're constantly what? Begging onto the Lord. All right? Sighing and crying that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai have mercy on us and give us that dua, man. That mark of exemption. We're not trying to be destroyed out here with the rest of you fools, man, that don't want to hearken on to true knowledge. All right? That don't want to hearken on to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. So it says, I will open my mouth in a parable. I will utter dark sayings of old. Okay? And what is a parable, man? How do you understand a parable? It tells you that in Proverbs. Let me get there real quick. Proverbs 1. Proverbs 1:1. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice and judgment, and equity, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear. You see, a wise man will hear, just like it told you what? All right? It said, give ear of all my people to my law. All right? So a wise man is going to give his ear onto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. All right? And it says, a wise man will hear and will increase learning. A man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel, man. All right? So those that are wise are going to constantly what, man? They're going to increase in learning. They're going to be silent when it comes to learning. They don't got much to say. All right? One that got too many words to say is it's just someone that's just talking out of his ass, man. Because those that really want to receive knowledge are going to listen. All right? That's the first steps, to listen to the word. Then once you hear it, all right, through the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. Then you got to fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. You see? And that's the beginning of wisdom. Then it says, to understand Salakia, a wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels, to understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. My son, hear the instruction of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother, for they shall be an ornament of grace unto thy head, and chains about thy neck. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. All right? But the point is what, man? Putting your ear to this word. All right? That's how you're going to be able to understand these parables, these dark sayings of old. All right? Submitting yourself to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. All right? You have to seek the Lord while he may be found. All right? And he's found right now as we speak. As long as the prophets is out constantly preaching the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man, that means that the doors are open onto repentance, man. That means he's out for you to receive this knowledge. But once you don't see us out here anymore, all right, once you see the famine of the word, which is right around the corner, all right, you ain't gonna see no more videos online anymore, all right, you ain't gonna see the prophets out in these corners anymore. Once that happens, what? All right, you're gonna be done out here. If you ain't received this word while it was out, you're not gonna be able to have stability in that time, man. You're not gonna be able to make it out here. Because the only thing that's gonna save you is Yahawashi, man. That's what Yahawashi means. He is salvation. So in order for you to be saved, you have to believe in Yahawashi, man. And first and foremost, believing in Yahweh. Okay? You have to believe that he is. All right? This is Matthew 13:11. He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. Exactly. All right? You were put with you were given that spirit of slumber. All right? You were given that spirit of slumber. You were given over to strong delusion. All right? Believing in lies, like it tells you in 2 Thessalonians 2:10. All right? It also tells you what? That the power of the God of this world, okay, has blinded the minds. Let me get that real quick. And this is one second. One second, Salakia. Woo. 2 Corinthians 4:3. And it says, but if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world has blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Yahawashi HaMashiach, who is the image of Yahweh, should shine onto them. You see? For we preach not of ourselves, but Yahawashi HaMashiach, the Lord, and ourselves your servants for Yahawashi's sake. For Yahweh, who commanded the light to shine out of darkness, has shined in our hearts to give the light of knowledge of the glory of Yahweh in the face of Yahawashi HaMashiach. You see? So those that don't get it, man, that are upon that spirit of slumber, all right, is because the gospel is hid from them, man. Those are the ones that are lost. The ones that don't believe. And the God of this world, who's the God of this world, man? All right? Esau done blinded you with all this extra ass, you know, all these different types of philosophies. That's why it tells you in Ephesians, let me get that real quick. Ephesians 4:14, that we henceforth be no more children tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive. You see? So this damn devil feeds you all types of philosophies, man. And then we get tossed to and fro like children. Yeah, a child, you could tell him all types of shit, he believe it. All right? So that's what we're being referred to. That we henceforth be no more like children, being tossed to and fro, all right, being back and forth with every wind of doctrine, all types of different philosophies, all right? Which it says what? By the sleight of men and cunning craftiness. All right, cunning craftiness that's going to sit there and lie and wait to deceive you. You know, cunning craftiness by you going out there and reading all types of books. All right, trying to, you know, that's why it tells you, seek ye out of the book. All right, Isaiah 34, Bubba Shaw, if a brother can put that up. Isaiah 34, I think it's like 24. It's the last one. It says, seek ye out of the book. All right. It says before that, it said, be not admonished of many books, for there is no end. You know, you constantly, you know, reading into all types of different books. You know, you're supposed to stick to one doctrine, man. Be firm in that doctrine. All right. One sound, one mind. All right. One accord. Constantly. When you start giving into these other books, like you get these 5%ers that I'll be like, well, you know, I took something out of this book and that book and this book says that. And hey, ain't nothing wrong with being knowledgeable of things, but you can't just grab them and try to tie them on to the scriptures, man. It says, none shall want her mate. The scriptures don't go with any other book, man. The Bible itself got everything you need to learn right in the scriptures if you break it down the right way, man. All right. So you got to seek ye out of the book of the Lord. All right. So if you start jumping back and forth in different philosophies, you get caught up by them them seducing spirits, man. And you start giving heed onto them doctrines of devils. All right. That's why our people are caught up in Christianity, man. They started giving heed onto that seducing spirit. Believing in fucking Caesar Borgia, man. All right. But that same book that they read, I mean, that same book that they believe in, all right, they're not even reading it, man. All right. You got all these damn Christians talking about, I was just talking to a brother about that, man. They'll say that this shit is unlawful, but they ain't even following the laws. So you got the nerve to go out there and try to, it wasn't saying the scriptures, it like roughly paraphrasing, I forgot exactly how it goes, but if you're going to rebuke somebody, you better damn sure be not doing the same thing, man. All right. And these Christians will try to rebuke somebody, but they just not even following, they're not even following the commandments, man. They believe that the laws, statutes, and commandments have been done away with, man. All right. What does it say? I forgot exactly where it says, has the laws been done away with? I tell you, nay. We established the law. All right. Let me get that real quick. It's gonna be cold winter, boy. That's right. This is Romans 3 and 31. Do we then make void the law through faith? Yahweh forbid. Yeah, we established the law, man. All right, because the people would just be like, well, you know, I have faith. The laws are done away with. We ain't got to follow the law, statutes, and commandments no more. That was for the ancient times, man. Yahweh shall come in the volume of the book, man. We're supposed to be following everything to the T. All right, to the best of our ability. And at the end of the day, we're not going to be able to keep all the law, statutes, and commandments properly. All right, we live in Babylon the Great. This place is just corrupted, man. It's impossible for us to keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the T. All right, but that's why Yahweh Shai, you know, died on the cross for us, man, to redeem back his people. All right, for when we come short of the glory of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Because if we were to go according to the scriptures, we'd all be done. We'd all be condemned, man. We'd all be fucking be put to death. All right? Because our righteousness is filthy rags. Everything everything around us is sin, and all we do is sin. You see? But because Yahweh shot down on the cross for us, man, whenever we fall short of the glory, all right, we're saved from that. Now, it doesn't mean to go out there and take advantage of it, all right? But just know that we have to what? Rehearse the righteous acts to the best of our ability, okay? That's right. Matthew 5:17, think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I come not to destroy, but to fulfill. You see? To fulfill everything. All right? He didn't come to destroy the law. Came to fulfill. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua came to what? Not bring peace on earth, but a sword. All right? He came to bring division. That's right. Isaiah 34:16, seek ye out of the book of the Lord Yahweh and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. From my mouth it has commanded in his spirit, and his spirit it has gathered them. You see? What's going on, man? Have a good one. All right? See? So we got to seek ye out the book. Shalom, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, sister. Barakatah. All right? So let me go back to Proverbs, all right? I'm going to jump down to, since I'm in Proverbs, I'm going to drop down to 20. And it says, wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. And in the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. All right? Again, so we come out here on these highways and byways, and it said wisdom is found in the streets, man. In the chief place of concourse. This is a chief place of concourse where people constantly are moving back and forth. All right? Coming in and out. If you live by the cities, there's a whole bunch of places out there that's a cheap place of concourse, man. All right, but you don't want to be behind a garbage can, hiding yourself trying to preach this word. No, you want everybody to see you, man. Cars passing by. I pick a bus station because people come off the bus, different types of people, different types of times. All right, I've been out here in the morning. I've been out here in the afternoon. I've been out here in the night. It don't matter. Whatever time I'm out here, there's always people coming off that bus. That bus runs day and night, man. All right? All day, 24/7. I've been out here at times at 2 in the morning. And there'll be people coming up here to try to get the truth. All right? So that's a cheap place of concourse. And it says, how long will you simple ones love simplicity? All right? And that's what our people are, simple people. All right? They rather go out there and do wickedness, like we read in Jeremiah 4:22, than to know the knowledge of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua and bring salvation upon themselves, man. I never understood that, but that's how fucked up our people are in the mind, that nobody wants salvation. They are content with the ways of Babylon, man. They're content with the ways of them doing wickedness over here and thinking that they're going to go back to normal, man. And the devil right now is showing his fucking horns everywhere. And these people think we're really going to go back to normal. You got people planning about their future. Oh, well, next year I'm going to do this. 2 years from now, I'm going to have this. I'm going to have that. Man, shut up. All right? Brothers and sisters, pray all day long that this place don't fucking continue, man. That's why we're supposed to be what? Looking and hastening onto the day of our Lord, man. To get up out of here. Constantly praying. This year's about to be done. Got 2 more fucking months. 2 more months, and this place is already about to fucking crumble, and you can see it, man. Lord willing, we get up out of here this year. But if we don't, hey, man, Lord willing, we get out of here next year. All right? And even if we don't, we still got to continue in the faith, man, and not lose patience. Because that's what it's about, man. patience means to suffer. So we're here to suffer. But at the end of the day, like the brother put out earlier, okay, the vision is yet for an appointed time, man. Ecclesiastes 3 tells you that, man. There's a purpose to everything under the sun, man. A time frame for everything. That's right, man. I can't wait to, man, Lord willing, this place get destroyed, man. You know how many times a day I gotta hear, I hear this shit all the time. People be like, y'all still talking about that shit? Ain't nothing go down yet. Well, you know what? All unfaithful gonna die in their unfaithfulness. You see? And there's a precept I got in my mind right now, too. Let me see if I can get it from here. Got the exact, I forgot to write it next to my other precept. Maybe 1 second, bear with me. Bear with me. Woo! Proverbs, Salakia, Ezekiel 12 and 22, it says, son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying the days are prolonged and every vision faileth? Is 23. Tell them, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand and the effect of every vision. You see? And that's what these people constantly saying out here, man. Where's that promise, man? All right? Y'all keep saying the same shit over and over and over again. Well, you know what? We're going to continually sound like that record player playing over and over and over again. It's my favorite song. You know how it is when you like that favorite song, you play that shit out. You play it over and over and over and over again. Well, we're going to keep playing this over and over again to you, man. Till that day come. See, that's why we come out here and we say the same things over and over again. Because we're glorifying Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right? And at one point, all right, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is going to come out and bring this place down to naught. Just like it said right here in Ezekiel. All right? It says, what is the proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying the days are prolonged and every vision faileth, man? Imagine the times when the elders was talking back in 2000 and they thought that it was going to be done in 2000, but it didn't. All right? You see? But you know what? There was a reason for that. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai wasn't ready for that time yet. All right? And all we could do is constantly keep praising Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to bring this place to naught. But look at them now. 21 years later, all right? Everything that it was trying to say back in 2000 is actually happening right before our eyes, man. Okay? And then it said, what? Tell them, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, and say unto them, the days are at hand. And we're telling you that the days are at hand, and that the effect of every vision, every single vision that you thought was going to fail is happening right now. And that's why you got people scratching their head, all right, hiding themselves. You got all these elites are hiding in fucking bunkers, in the stars, in the water, in the mountains, all right? Because they thought this would never actually happen, but now it's happening right before their eyes. Now they scared. Why? Because they know their rulership is over. Now they know that they got to go into slavery, all right? And that's why he coming down on us with great wrath, because he has but a short time, all right? John 5:46. For had ye believed Moses, ye would have believed me, for he wrote of me. Exactly, man. But see, these people don't believe, man. These people have no faith. All right, their faith that's why it tells you in Romans 3:3. Let me get that real quick. Gonna be that time to bring out them gloves. Romans 3:3, and it says, "For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh without effect? Yahweh forbid. Yeah, let Yahweh be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings and mightest overcome when thou art judged." You see? So every man is considered a liar, man. There ain't no considered. Every man is a liar. All right, but Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua is what is the truth. All right. That's why it tells you in 2nd Ezra 6:28. All right. That let me get it real quick. Woo. 2nd Ezra 6:28. And it says, for evil shall be put, 27, for evil shall be put out and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. All right, because why? Faith is the base of all things, man. Faith is going to flourish at the end of the day. Us believing it was going to get our salvation, man. Lord willing, we are of that elect. By us having faith that Yahushua was going to crack them clouds, he going to crack them. And it says, as for faith, it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which has been so long without fruit, shall be declared. And the truth is being declared as we speak. All right? The truth is coming out from all over the earth, man. Just like it tells you in Matthew 24, man, that this gospel shall be preached throughout the four corners of the earth, and then the end shall come. So this truth is being pushed out everywhere, man. That's right. Matthew 24:22, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. And that's why time is flying, man. All right? Literally, man, you go to work on a Monday, it's fucking Friday already. Why? Because this place is being, the time is being shortened for the elect's sake. And because we're waking up constantly we're constantly waking up, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua is pleased with us, man. So he bringing this place down to naught even quicker. He making this devil make his move. So going back to Proverbs 1:23, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit onto you. I will make known my words unto you. All right, see? So the spirit is on us to bring out the word of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua, man. And that's why, going back to Psalm 78:1, give ear, O my people, to my law, incline your ears to the words of my mouth. And it says, back to Proverbs 1:23, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit onto you. I will make known my words unto you, because I have called and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel and would none of my reproof. You see? But we keep constantly what? Ignoring the prophets, scoffing them, laughing at them, misusing the prophets. All right? And it says what? But ye have set at naught all my counsel and would none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. So Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua gonna laugh at you in that day, man. We're gonna laugh at you too. All right? It's just gonna be it's gonna be like we had one big comedy show. You see? Why? Because we constantly warned you and told you what was gonna happen, and you didn't want to hearken on to the word, man. You fucking people that are you 2/3, man. Y'all really think this shit is a joke? You know, you see people pass by all the time, take a picture, all right, laughing through their window, pointing at me and shit, all right. Not just me, the other prophets, the other brothers that's preaching all over the world, all right. They just laughing at us. But when that time comes, you're gonna know that there was a true prophet among you, man. And then you're going to be searching for answers and you're not going to be able to find anything. All right? It says, I will laugh at your calamity. I will mock you when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. When distress and anguish cometh upon you. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. Yeah, you're going to try to call upon Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, but they're not going to answer you. All right? Matter of fact, just like it tells you in Judges 10 and 13, thou hast forsaken me. All right? He said, what? Go and call on to the gods which you have chosen. See if they save you in the time of your tribulation. All right? And none of them damn idols are going to save you. The only thing that can save you is Yahawashi. And that's only for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Because those are the only ones that can be saved, man. All right, this word is only for Israel. Salvation is only for Israel. All right, none of these other nations could be saved. Got people out there saying, oh, you know, white people could be saved. Nah, fuck that. Not even close. All right. So it says, when your fear cometh as a desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. You see? They hated knowledge, man. All right? They chose not to fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. And to fear the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. So if you had feared, all right, you would have had knowledge of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. All right? You might have been saved. Because at the end of the day, we're all prisoners of hope and hopes that we are saved. That's being the humble part. All right? Being meek and hopes that we are saved. You can't just say you saved. I could be doing all this work and not make it. Lord willing, I do. You know, and Lord willing, all you that are in this word of sincerity and the truth are saved in your household. All right? Lord willing, you're able to endure. All right? Had the faith in that time to endure the things that are to come. But we don't know yet. But that's why we're what? Giving diligence, doing the works. All right? Constantly praying for our faith to be, you know, increased. Because by giving diligence, you make your election and calling sure. And Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is not a man that he shall lie. So if he said, if you give diligence, okay, your election and calling, it will make your election and calling sure. All right? So it says 29, for they have hated knowledge and did not fear and did not choose the fear of the Lord, man. So they hated knowledge. All right. And that's why our people are destroyed, man, for lack of knowledge. Like it tells you in Hosea. All right. Salakia. Hosea 4 and 6. This is Hosea 4 and 6. As a matter of fact, I'll stop at the top, start at the top. And it says, hear the word of the Lord. The same thing we just read in Psalms 78. All right, you say, hear the Lord, the word of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. All right. That's right. Let me get that real quick. Luke 17 and 27, they did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark and the flood came and destroyed them all. And that's the times that we in. Just like in the times of Noah, these people are celebrating, having a good old time, getting married back and forth, all right? Eating, drinking, all right? Trying to make mirth in his land. Especially now, like it tells you in 2nd Ezra 16, that victuals shall be so good cheap on earth that they think themselves to be in good case, all right? But as they think themselves to be in good case, what? Evil is growing upon the earth. Got people out here, you know, trying to live it up before all this shit really shuts down. And all while you're doing that, that's actually the door being opened onto you for repentance. That's how stupid our people are, that they can't see that. That by them, by all this shit, you know, with all this, that YAHAWAH'S is giving you that chance, man, to repent yourself, all right, to come back to the true power. But instead, you taking your time and you're doing what with it? Celebrating, man, having a good old time. So our people are constantly eating, drinking, marrying, all right? But what's going to happen is what? Just like the flood came and it took them all away and destroyed all of them, same thing is going to happen out here. The flood is going to come and take them away. The flood going to be what? Jacob's trouble, all right? The martial law troops, okay? World War III with the ICBM missiles, taking the MOTB. That's the flood of this time. And we're giving that what? We're making that spiritual ark. We're building that spiritual ark as we speak. Warning you to jump on the ark. Okay? Warning you that what? Take this train, man. Jump on this train, hop on this train. Okay? It's going to the location what? Salvation. But our people don't want to take it. They're good here. They're comfortable here. All right. So Hosea 4:1, hear the word of the Lord Yahweh, ye children of Israel, for the Lord has a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, no mercy, no knowledge of Yahweh in the land. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out and blood touches blood. All right, that's something. Our people are all confused in all that right now, man. Constantly stealing, lying, committing adultery, murders everywhere, killing themselves, man. They quick to kill themselves, kill our own brothers and sisters, right? But they ain't gonna stand up against this damn devil. They ain't gonna stand up against the white man, though. All right, but we doing that. That's why it says in the script, in Psalms, it says, who shall stand up against the workers of iniquity? All right? The prophets are, through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH'S. That's why you got to be thankful that we were given this truth to stand up, man. And it says, 3, therefore shall the land mourn, and everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish with the beasts of the field and with the fowls of heaven. Yea, the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away. Yet let no man strive, nor reprove another, for this people are as they that strive with the priest. Therefore shalt thou fall in the day, and the prophet also shall fall with thee in the night, and I will destroy thy mother. My people are destroyed from lack of knowledge, for lack of knowledge, Salakia. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I also will forget thy children. Our people are destroyed from the lack of knowledge. And by not having the lack of knowledge, you're not going to have salvation. All right? Because you having YAHAWAH'S is knowledge, man. So going back to Proverbs 1:29, for they hated knowledge, and they did not fear, and they chose not to fear the Lord Yahweh. They would none of my counsel, They despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil. You see? So if Yahweh Bashim Yahushua said, those that hearken unto me, all right, are going to be what? Going to be quiet from the fear of evil. That means you're going to be saved, man. You're not going to be destroyed out here. He's going to make way for you. So why wouldn't you hearken? But again, fools hate knowledge. So going back to Psalms 78 and 1, and that's why I brought out Proverbs, because it was saying 1 and 78 and 2. I will open my mouth in a parable. I will utter dark sayings of old. All right. Matter of fact, let me get. 1 second. This is actually, let me keep going. Salakia. All right. This is 3, which we have. Salakia. I will open my mouth in a parable. I will utter dark sayings of old, which we have heard and known, and our fathers have told us. We will not hide them from their children, showing to the generation to come the praises of the Lord Yahweh and his strength and his wonderful works that he has done. You see? And again, we're not supposed to hide this truth, man, like the brother had put up before. All right? Let me see where he added that. Brother had it. Job 27 and 11. I will teach you by the hand of Yahweh that which is with the Almighty. All right. That which is with the Almighty will I not conceal. All right. We're not going to hide this truth, man. All right. So it says right here, we will not hide them from their children, showing to the generation to come the praises of the Lord Yahweh and his strength and his wonderful works that he has done. All right. So we're not hiding this truth. We're bringing it all out. And Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is doing miracles as we speak. Because we're showing his wonderful works. By him giving us this truth is wonderful. That's a wonderful work. But what does it tell you in Habakkuk? Habakkuk. This is Habakkuk 1 and 5. Behold ye among the heathen, and regard and wonder marvelously, for I will work a work in your days which ye will not believe, though it be told to you. You see? And that work that he's doing is this work of the scriptures, man, giving you this truth, letting you know what the truth is through the spirit and power of the prophets, man. Salaki, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, through the prophets. Okay? So it says, I will work a work in your days which ye will not believe. All right? Which you will not believe. Our people don't believe it. Here we are sitting day in, day out, week in, week out. All right? Constantly giving you the word. All right? Freezing our asses out here in the rain, in the snow, in the heat. And we don't have the truth. They don't believe us, not one bit. They just think we're just sitting out here in different types of weathers just to be sitting out here and be a crazy man. All right? So going back to 4:78 and 4 in Psalms, we will not hide them from their children, showing to the generation to come, and the praises of the Lord Yahweh and his strength, okay, and his wonderful works that he has done. And each of these brothers, all right, they're in the truth. We all have testimonies, man, showing Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah's strength, all right, showing his beautiful works. All right, each and one of us have a testimony how we came into the truth, man. How we were all wicked at one point, and somehow we here now. You see? And it says, "For he established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel." That's right. Going back into what? To who pertained to the adoption. All right, let me get that real quick. I can't believe how my fingers is freezing. This is Romans 9 and 4. Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of Yahweh and the promises. All right? See, so it was given unto us. Nobody else. And it says back in 78 and 5, for he established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers that they should make them known to their children. All right? And that's what we're supposed to do. Constantly let our children know about Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Let them know that we are what, man? The holy people. We are that. Let me get that real quick. Deuteronomy. Can't feel my fingers right now. This is 7 and 6, Deuteronomy. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord Yahweh thy power. The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. You see? Upon the face of the earth, man. Are we above all these other nations? And that what? That the promises are coming to us. Salvation is for us. All right. This is Exodus 19 and 5. Now, therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people. For all the earth is mine. You see, a peculiar treasure, man. His valued property. All right. That's what we are, his peculiar treasure, man. But we have to hearken on to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And even the 2/3, man, that don't make it, see, at the end of the day, you're going to become that peculiar treasure, but you're going to have to learn about death first, man. Because you didn't want to hearken on to the word. You didn't want to believe the true men that were sent to give you this word, give you the message. All right? That's how much mercy Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has on our people, man. So going back, 78 and 6, that the generation to come, so like 5, for he established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers, that they should make them known to their children, that the generation to come might know them, even the children which should be born, who should arise and declare them to their children, that they might set their hope in Yahweh and not forget the works of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, but keep his commandments. See? And we're supposed to what? Let everybody know the beautiful miracles that he's done for us, man. The marvelous works. All right? Look at all that he did for us in Egypt, man. How he delivered us out of there. And our people were still what? Stiff neck, still complaining. That's how disrespectful our people are, man. Woo! Should have brought my gloves. All right. And it says, and might not be as their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation, a generation that set not their heart aright, and whose spirit was not steadfast with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. See? So we're not supposed to be like our fathers were, man. All right. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get. No, I got gloves at home. I just didn't think it was gonna be that cold. I got hella gloves at home, but I didn't think it was gonna be that cold. But then again, when I wear the gloves, I can't turn the pages. So it's like a lose-lose. All right. But yeah, we're not supposed to be like our fathers were. Stiff neck. All right. Unbelievers. They had no faith. All right. No faith whatsoever. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua got him through the Red Sea. All right. Destroyed the Egyptians. All right. Cracked the rock at Horeb. All right. Gave them water. Gave them quails to eat. And these people were still complaining, man. Still complaining. That's how ungrateful our people are. So it says 78 and 8. And might not be as their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation, a generation that set not their heart aright, and whose spirit was not steadfast with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. You see? Was not steadfast with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right? They didn't have that what? That rock solid foundation. All right? And it says, the children of Ephraim being armed and carrying bows turned back in the day of battle. They kept not the covenant of Yahweh and refused to walk in his law, and forgot his works and his wonders that he had showed them. Marvelous things did he in the sight of their fathers, in the land of Egypt and in the field of Zoan. He divided the sea and caused them to pass through, and he made the waters stand as an heap. In the daytime also he led them with a cloud, and all night with a light of fire, which that was a chariot. All right. And that was Yahushua at the end of the day. And it said, he clave the rocks in the wilderness and gave them drink as out of the great depths. He brought streams also out of the rock and caused waters to run down like rivers. And they sinned yet more against him by provoking the Most High in the wilderness. You see? Those are all the miracles, and our people were still complaining, still didn't believe in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, still tempted the Lord. All right, and that's why what? A lot of them died. All right, the only ones that survived were the ones that were given that took that spiritual manna, man, which represented them having this truth and hearkening onto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai and actually believing. All right. And it says, 18, and they tempted Yahweh in their heart by asking meat for their lust. Yeah, they spake against Yahweh. They said, can Yahweh furnish a table in the wilderness? Behold, he smote the rock that the waters gushed out and the streams overflowed. Can he give bread also? Can he provide flesh for his people? You see? And it's funny because now that I'm thinking and reading that, right? He said what? He said, behold, he smote the rock and the waters gushed out and the streams overflowed. Then it said, can he give bread also? All right? Of course. Yeah, he gave you bread. He gave you Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. He gave you Yahushai. Did not Yahawashi said, I am the bread of life? All right. At the same time, yeah, he gushed out the rock, water, but he was already giving us water. By giving us what? Yahawashi. See, I can tell you in Proverbs 18 and 10, all right? He said what? He said, the name of Yahweh is a strong tower. The righteous man runneth into and is safe. So he gave us this truth, man. He gave us the name, but we didn't believe on it, man. He gave us that water, the rivers of living water. He gave us the bread of life. And we were supposed to just trust in him. Trust the process. But our people, again, like the brother put out earlier, you know, they abide in the shadow of Egypt, man. They trust in Egypt. They trust in this government system. These people trust this damn government system to give them a fucking answer, man. When the answer is right here. The answer is clearly in the scriptures of what's going to save you and what's going to destroy you. We were given the manual. You're supposed to read the manual. See, our people can't read, man. Our people don't like to read. That's why they tell you, you want to hide something from a nigga, you put it in a book because our people don't read, man. But blessed is he that readeth. And if you read the instructions that were given unto us for salvation, you will be saved. So it said, behold, he smote the rock, and the waters gushed out, and the streams overflowed. Can he give bread also? Can he provide flesh for his people? All right. And that makes me think also about Yahawashi too. Did it not Yahawashi say, eat this for my flesh? All right. Matter of fact, that makes me think of what? Ezekiel 37. Right? When we were the dry bones, but then he started putting what? Flesh on us, sinews. All right. Then he gave us that breath. You see, symbolic talk. And it says, 21, therefore the Lord Yahweh heard this and was wroth. So a fire was kindled against Jacob. And anger also came up against Israel. And the point is that what? There's no new thing under the sun, man. So the same thing that was happening in those times is the same thing happening today, man. All right, it says, therefore the Lord heard this and was wroth, so a fire was kindled against Jacob, and anger also came up against Israel, because they believed not in Yahweh and trusted not in his salvation. And our people is the same way right now. They don't trust in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. They don't believe in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. They don't believe that they can be saved, all right, by hearkening on to this word. But they believe that they could be saved by fucking Jesus. All right? They believe that they could be saved by taking this damn devil's fucking serpent juice. Hey, well, come on, man. They believe they could be saved by getting daily fucking monthly checks. Slakia. And it says, where was I? Oh, 22, because they believed not in Yahweh and trusted not in the salvation, though he had commanded the clouds from above and opened the doors of heaven and had rained down manna upon them to eat and had given them of the corn of heaven. All right, look at Kanye West over there. A little taxi driver look like Kanye West, bugged out. It says, and had rained down manna upon them to eat and had given them of the corn of heaven. Man did eat angels' food. He sent them meat to the full. He caused an east wind to blow in the heaven And by his power he brought in the south wind. He rained flesh also upon them as dust, and feathered fowls like as the sand of the sea. And he let it fall in the midst of their camp, round about their habitations. So they did eat and were filled, for he gave them their own desire. See, their own desire. All right, they didn't want the desire and salvation of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, but they wanted their own desire. Okay, and what did Yahweh Bashem Yahushai say? Say, take no thought, all right, what thou shalt eat in those days, man. All right. My servants shall eat, all right? They shall be hungry. My servants shall drink, and they shall be thirsty. All right, we ain't got to worry about things like that, man. You got to trust the process. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, know what you need before you even ask for it, man. That's how it's going to be in these last days. The same thing that the same way they were tested in the wilderness, we're going to be tested in this wilderness. When we out here as pilgrims on earth, all right? Moving back and forth, not having a place to stay, not being comfortable. You know, we're not gonna have no time to be comfortable out here, man. Gonna be like pilgrims on earth. And it says, and it says, where was I? So they did eat and were filled, for he gave them their own desire. They were not estranged from their lusts, but while their meat was yet in their mouths, the wrath of Yahweh came upon them and slew the fattest of them and smote down the chosen men of Israel. Woo. You see? In the same way these devils is out here constantly eating, all right, and making themselves fat out here. Hold up. All right. How you doing? The same way they're making themselves fat out here. All right. And they eating according to their own desire. All right. A lot of these people just going to be destroyed. Okay. Right then and there, while they're in their own heart's desires, they're going to be destroyed out here. Thinking shit is sweet. Also like Esau. What it's saying in the scriptures, when he's about to fill his belly, all right, what is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai gonna do? He's gonna lift up that standard against them, man. That's why you can never get too full. You can never get too comfortable. All right. But Christianity teaches you, oh, God is about love. You know, you'll be okay. That's what they teach you. They teach you to be comfortable. All right. But Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is not about being comfortable, man. You got to be on your toes. All right. What did he say? He said he judges every 3 and 4 generations, man. The iniquities of our fathers, man. This is that 3rd and 4th generation right here. So it's time for us to be judged. All right. So going back, the wrath of Yahweh came upon them and slew the fattest of them and smote down the chosen men of Israel. For all this they sinned still and believed not from his wondrous works. They still didn't believe. All that happened and they still didn't believe. That's bugged out right there. That is bugged out. Proverbs 9:6, forsake the foolish and live, and go in the way of understanding. You see? That's what you want to go, in the way of understanding, man. It says, for all this they stand still and believe not for his wondrous works. Therefore their days did he consume in vanity, and their years in trouble. When he slew them, Then they sought him, and they returned and inquired early after Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And it says, and they remembered that Yahweh was their rock and the high power, their redeemer. Nevertheless, they did flatter him with their mouth, and they lied unto him with their tongues. For their heart was not right with him, neither were they steadfast in his covenant. But he, being full of compassion, right? That's how merciful our power is. He, being full of compassion, forgave their iniquity and destroyed them not. Yeah, many a time turned he his anger away and did not stir up all his wrath. For he remembered that they were but flesh, a wind that passeth away and cometh not again. How oft did they provoke him in the wilderness and grieve him in the desert? Yeah, they turned back and tempted Yahweh and limited the Holy One of Israel. They remembered not his hand, nor the day when he delivered them from the enemy. How he had wrought his signs in Egypt and his wonders in the field of Zoan, and had turned their rivers into blood, and their floods that they could not drink. Also, like in their fluids. He sent diverse sorts of flies among them, which devoured them, and frogs which destroyed them. He gave also their increase unto the caterpillar, and their labor unto the locust. He destroyed their vines with hail, and the sycamore trees with frost. He gave up their cattle also to hail, and their flocks to the hot thunderbolts. All right, going into what? Going on to those plagues that were put upon Egypt. And it says, he cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath and indignation and trouble by sending evil angels among them. You see? And when Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua want to send out that judgment, man, that's what he does, man. He sends out them evil angels among them. Just like it tells you in Ecclesiasticus. All right. What is it? 30. I think it's 39. He does what? All right. You got the let me get it real quick. They appease the wrath of him that made him. All right. They be spirits created for vengeance. Ooh. Right there. This is 39 and 28. And it says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes in the time of destruction in the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hell and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. See? And the sword, yeah. All right. Just like in those times, all right, those evil angels were sent among them. Well, these evil angels is going to be sent among these damn 2/3 out here, man. They're being sent out as we speak. All right. That sword is going to be let out, man. That's why you got the sword, which is the wicked, man. These martial law troops, these government troops. All right, the so-called white man gonna come down on us with great wrath. All right, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua said what? Let me get that real quick. Ezekiel 21. Ezekiel 21. Getting there. Ezekiel 21:9, Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. And he that giveth it to the, and he has given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened and it is furbished to give it to the hand of the slayer. Cry and howl, son of man, for it shall be upon my people. It shall be upon all the princes of Israel. Terrors by the reason of the sword shall be upon my people. Smite therefore upon thy thigh. You see? And our people about to catch it, man. People about to catch pure fucking hell out here, man. Thinking this shit is a joke. Thinking that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is a joke. Tempting Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right? So back to 49. He cast upon them the fierceness of his 78 and 49 in Psalms. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath and indignation and trouble by sending evil angels among them. He made a way to his anger. He spared not their soul from death, but gave their life over to the pestilence, and smote all the firstborn in Egypt, the chief of their strength in the tabernacles of Ham, but made his own people to go forth like sheep, and guided them in the wilderness like a flock. And he had led them on safely, so that they feared not, but the sea overwhelmed their enemies. But he brought them to the border of his sanctuary, even to this mountain, which his right hand had purchased. He cast out the heathen also before them, and divided them in inheritance by line, and made the tribes of Israel to dwell in their tents. Yet they tempted and provoked the Most High Yahweh, and kept not his testimonies, but turned back and dwelt on faithfully like their fathers. They were turned aside like a deceitful bow, Salakia, for they provoked him to anger with their high places, and moved them to jealousy with their graven images. You know, going into what? That spiritual fornication, worshiping on other gods. All right. And that's the what? The first commandment, not to worship any graven images, no other gods. All right. The dividing of idols was what? The beginning of spiritual fornication, man. All right. That's what had Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, all right, basically divorcing us, man. We started what? You know, playing that harlot. And it says, when Yahweh heard this, he was wroth and greatly abhorred Israel, so that he forsook the tabernacle of Shiloh, the tent which he placed among men, and he delivered his strength into captivity and his glory into the enemy's hand. He gave his people over also onto the sword, and was wroth with his inheritance. The fire consumed their young men and their maidens. The fire consumed their young men, and their maidens were not given to marriage. Their priests fell by the sword, and their widows made no lamentation. Then the Lord Yahushai awaked as one out of the sleep, and like a mighty man that shouteth by reason of wine. And he smote his enemies in the hinder parts. He put them to a perpetual reproach. Moreover, he refused the tabernacle of Joseph, and chose not the tribe of Ephraim, but chose the tribe of Judah, the Mount Zion, which he loved. And he built his sanctuary like high palaces, Salakia, like high palaces, like the earth which he has established forever. He chose David also his servant, and took him for the sheepfolds, from following the ewes great, the ewes great with young. He brought him to feed Jacob his people and Israel his inheritance. So he fed them according to the integrity of his heart, and guided them by the skillfulness of his hands. All right. But hey, man, that's the point, man. That our people, hey, we're not supposed to be stiff-necked like our fathers were. All right. And to this day, our people are still being stiff-necked. And that's why great destruction is coming upon our people. Just like great destruction came upon them. You see? And a lot of people going to learn in these last days, man, that YAHAWAH'S is the true power, and that he ain't nothing to play around with. All right? But hey, to the spirit, I'm going to end off on that note. All right? So Lord willing, it was edifying. So with that being said, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah YAHAWAH'S, call Elohim Yahawah, Bahashem YAHAWAH'S, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who grew well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad. The Akim and the Akwat that was listening in. Yahweh Ratzah, Lord willing that the lesson was edifying. To the next one, Shalom. The Water Brothers for the scriptures. Appreciate it. Shalom.